And I'm Greg. Today we're going to show you how to play King of Tokyo, designed by Magic the Gathering creator Richard Garfield and published by Aiello.
In King of Tokyo, you play mutant monsters, gigantic robots, and strange aliens, all of whom are destroying Tokyo and whacking each other in order to become the one and only King of Tokyo.
We're playing with the newest edition as of spring 2018, linked in the video description. Different versions of the game may have slightly different components, but they'll all play generally the same.
In the box, you'll find the board, 8 dice, 6 monster boards, 6 monster figures, 50 green power cubes, 28 tokens, and a deck of 66 power cards. Our set came with Space Penguin, Mecha Dragon, The King, Alienoid, Gigazor, and Cyber Kitty. Your edition may have different monsters, but the same rules will apply.
To set up King of Tokyo, place the game board, power cubes, tokens, and dice within reach. Each player selects a monster and places that monster's board and figure in front of them. Shuffle the cards and flip over the top 3 cards, placing them and the deck near the board.
Set the victory point tracker on your monster board to 0 and the health tracker to 10.
Use your favorite method of selecting who goes first, and it's time to get started.
Every turn in King of Tokyo has the following 4 steps. Roll dice, resolve dice, enter Tokyo, and buy monster powers. Let's take a closer look at each of these steps.
To score victory points, match 3 or more of any number on the dice. The first 3 dice score a number of victory points equal to the value on the dice. Each additional matching die beyond the third scores an additional point. For example, if I roll 4 2s, I score 2 victory points for the 3 matching 2s, plus 1 additional point for the 4th 2 that I rolled, giving me a total of 3 victory points. I score nothing for the 2 3s I rolled, since you need at least 3 of a number to score.
The lightning icon you roll awards you 1 power cube. If you are not in Tokyo, each heart you roll increases your health by 1, up to a maximum of 10. Hearts have no effect if your monster is in Tokyo. Every claw mark you roll does damage. If you are outside Tokyo, you damage the monsters in Tokyo. If you are in Tokyo, you damage every monster who is outside Tokyo.
If a monster's health is ever reduced to 0, that player is eliminated from the game. His or her monster figure and board are removed from play. Their energy cubes and power cards are removed from the game. And if they were in Tokyo, the monster that attacked them now enters Tokyo.
Roll the 6 black dice. The 2 green dice are only used in certain special circumstances. You then have the option to roll any or all of the dice up to 2 more times for a total of 3 rolls. That way you can build toward more victory points, power cubes, attack damage, or health recovery, depending on your priority at the time. Remember, none of the dice has any effect until you complete your roll and resolve. Once you have completed a maximum of 3 rolls, resolve your roll, gaining victory points, power cubes, and health, and dealing damage to your opponents according to what you rolled.
After resolving your roll, your monster enters Tokyo with the following rules. If there is no monster in Tokyo, as on the first turn of the game, your monster automatically enters Tokyo. If another player's monster is already in Tokyo and you damaged that monster this turn, that player has the option to yield Tokyo to you. If they do so, your monster enters Tokyo and their monster exits Tokyo. If you did no damage to the monster in Tokyo, all monsters remain where they are and you can skip this step. You gain 1 victory point anytime you enter Tokyo and 2 victory points every time you start a turn in Tokyo.
The final phase of your turn allows you to optionally buy monster powers using your power cubes to pay the cost indicated on the card. Cards that say keep give your monster permanent abilities that stay with them throughout the game. Cards that say discard are one-time use. Resolve their effect and place them in a discard pile. Every time a power card is removed from the face-up set, it is replaced with a new power card from the top of the deck. You can purchase as many power cards as you like on your turn, assuming you have power cubes to pay for them. If you don't like any of the options in the current set of power cards, you can pay 2 power cubes to discard all face-up power cards and deal 3 new cards. You can now purchase more power cards or even refresh the face-up cards again as many times as you choose to pay for. Here's an example of how a typical turn might go once the game is underway. In this example, I am playing as Space Penguin.
And I'm playing as Gigazor, and I'm currently in Tokyo.
It's my turn right now, so I'm going to roll the 6 dice. Oh, I only need 1 health, so I'm only going to keep 1. And I'm going to roll all the rest because these aren't going to help me. Keep these 2. None of these help me again. Splash, that's good. Another lightning bolt. And that's my last roll.
That's it for you. All right, let's see what you got here.
I got 3 power cubes, 1 slash to you, and 1 health.
Ooh, 1 slash to me. Okay, I'm going to go down from 3 to 2.
Will you yield Tokyo?
Will I yield Tokyo? So yeah, since I'm in Tokyo, it's always my option as the monster who's in Tokyo to determine whether or not I want to yield. In this case, I'm down to 2 health, which is pretty scary. I can't heal when I'm in Tokyo, so I am going to yield Tokyo to the Space Penguin.
Now, since he has yielded Tokyo, I must go into Tokyo City.
And when you move into Tokyo,
I gain 1 victory point.
1 sweet victory point. And should he hold Tokyo and begin his next turn in Tokyo,
I'd gain 2 victory points.
2 victory points in that situation, which is pretty cool.
Now, in the next phase of my turn, I can buy power cards. Apartment building is good because it gives me 3 victory points. So I think I'm going to buy that. It costs 5, which is indicated right here.
And this is a discard style card.
So it goes right here, and its effect is resolved immediately.
Yeah, so go ahead and give yourself 3 victory points for that one.
3 victory points.
And then because Charlie bought that card, we immediately replace it with another card. And Charlie can keep buying cards as long as he has cubes and wants to keep buying them. He could also, of course, wipe all the cards clean by paying 2.
I think I would like Spiked Tail, because if I roll at least 1 slash, then I'll get to add another slash.
Ooh.
So that's pretty good.
That would have been a bummer this last one.
5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So now Charlie's going to keep that card.
It's a keep card, so I keep it for the whole game.
Yeah, you can just kind of keep it with your monster, and that monster power stays with you. What about, you going to buy any more now?
No, I think I'm done. My turn is over.
All right. Play continues until all monsters except 1 are eliminated, or a monster reaches 20 victory points. And that's how you play King of Tokyo. You're all set to play your first game if you want, or keep watching and we'll explain a few more of the rules you may encounter, such as how tokens work, extra rolls, and extra dice, and how to play the game with 5 to 6 people. Some cards, like Extra Head, specify that you get an extra die. If you purchase a power that gives you an extra die, roll one of the additional green dice along with the black dice when you roll. Other cards, like Giant Brain, specify that you get an extra die roll each turn. In this case, you roll the same number of dice, but you can roll them 1 additional time, for a total of 4 rolls. Tokens are used to mark monsters affected by certain monster powers, and are explained on those monster power cards. Poison tokens are used by powers like Poison Spit and will do ongoing damage to monsters until they are removed. Shrink Ray tokens cause monsters to roll fewer dice each turn until they are removed. And smoke counters on powers like Smoke Cloud give you an extra roll each time you spend one until the counters are exhausted and the power card is discarded. Lastly, the Mimic token allows you to copy one of your or someone else's monster powers.
Tokyo Bay is only used when 5 or more players are still alive and in the game. It serves as a kind of extra Tokyo, following the same rules in terms of movement, healing, and victory points. So, if Tokyo City or Tokyo Bay is empty, your monster must enter one of them on your turn following your roll. If you attack from outside Tokyo Bay and Tokyo City, your attack hits both the monster in Tokyo Bay and the one in Tokyo City, and those monsters have the chance to yield. If both monsters yield, they exit both Tokyo City and Tokyo Bay, and the attacking monster enters Tokyo City. The next player will enter Tokyo Bay on their turn since it is now empty. And if your monster is in Tokyo Bay and you roll an attack, your monster does damage to each monster who is outside both Tokyo City and Tokyo Bay.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you find it helpful, and we hope you enjoy playing King of Tokyo as much as we do.
If you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It would really mean a lot to us. And if you have any suggestions or requests for us to show other games, please leave them in the comments section.